Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you? The topic under discussion is It's Country for Me. It is about a 13-year-old boy, Joel, who is active, who is enthusiastic, who is zealous towards farming. He always looks for learning new things. He doesn't at all feel bored while doing farm chores, right? Yesterday we talked that being the youngest among the other children of the HUSSAIN, he has many bosses to follow. That is why while listening to the conversation went on between his father and brothers, when his one of the brothers, Bill, said that farming is a good job that gives you an independent life and you are your own boss, Joel gave a broad smile to it because he had to follow many people, and he said while giving a broad smile that I have got bosses. When his father asked who, then he pointed to each one sitting on the table, around the table, and all laughed. Today we will begin with this paragraph, that is, Joel used to be largely at somebody's side, watching and listening, lending a hand, or going on the run for a tractor or forgotten tool. It means most of the time Joel used to be in a company with somebody. He used to be accompanied with somebody, watching him, listening to him, and giving a hand or helping a hand, or striding to have a tractor or a forgotten tool. So he seems busy with somebody. This was this was the routine with Joel. He took the occasional bossing he got in stride. Occasional means not regular pattern, random, periodic. To get bossing or to get bosses, he did not did not go for struggle. No, he needed not to go for struggle or efforts, because in the way, while stepping, while going, he would find bossing, right? So there is the word stride means step. While stepping, while going around, he would find bossing. So he did not he needed not to put in much effort, right? Now he is so busy with his own work that he is no longer available to everybody's go for. Now he, being busy in his own chores and works, he would not be available for everybody's work or chore. If I had just one word to describe Joel, it would be enthusiasm, says Betty. Betty says one word, that is enthusiasm, to describe the Joel. If he is to describe his brother Joel, then it would be enthusiasm. It will be the zeal and zest he has towards farming, right? That is why he often says that farming is his world, right? He uses his youthful energy indiscriminately. Youthful energy. Youthful means full of youth. That young blood, he uses his blood, young blood, without discrimination, okay, to accomplish with different chores at the farm. For example, on one summer day he jumped 15 fences. Fences means, okay, a boundary, okay, or a barrier that is made to enclose an area. That is, you can also say a wall, some kind of wall, right? So he jumped 15 fences, okay, and it talks about, okay, one summer morning, and that particular morning he drove farm machinery 25 miles, right? He operated the machine, he drove the machine 15 for 25 miles and fed 320 animals and provided food to 320 animals, and opened and closed 8 gates, walked and ran about 8 miles, jumped on and off the tractor 26 times. He boarded on the tractor and got off from the tractor for 26 times, lifted 1900 pounds of grain, okay, here, and shoveled, okay, where is it? Sorry, there was a distraction. Sorry. Okay, shoveled is double L. Shoveled 4,000 pounds. Shovel means extracted or clean. Okay, 4,000 pound grains. Okay, excavated. Okay, ate about 600 calories. And this is right. This talks about only one summer morning he compressed all these chores. So can you imagine how a man can compress so many things like Joel did, okay, in a single morning? That is a very minute or little time to accomplish with such a huge, okay, right, task. On weekend and during the summer, Joel works outdoors anywhere from 8 to 15 hours a day, right? The only time he minds it is during early spring. Then the snow melts and rain often pours down daily, turning the farmyard into a swamp. Mud sucks at his boots, making walking itself a tedious chore. Okay, more than the bother, tough Joel hates the ugliness. When it rains, everything seems so awful. It means Joel had to go for work on weekends, especially during summer. Okay, he had to go out for work, okay, from 8 to 15 hours a day, right? And okay, the only time he minds, the only time he hates is during early spring. Why? He doesn't like this time, early spring. He hates rather this time, early spring. Why? Because that time snow melts and rain often pours down daily, and it's okay, rain so much, turning the farmyard into a swamp, okay, to turn the farmyards into a pool or pond, okay, and mud sucks at his boots, making walking itself a laborious task, or tedious means hectic work, right, to walk in a mud. So everything, when it rains, you see, especially in farms, okay, everything, okay, got turned into swamp, right? And that is tedious or boring or dull, monotonous or, right, dull work, even to run in the mud. That is why he hates early spring. More than the bother, tough Joel hates the ugliness, right? The way things become the way things, okay, become wildness or wickedness, ugly after that raining, Okay, he hates that because he gets bothered much than anything else. When it rains, everything seems so awful. When it rains, everything seems horrible. Okay, dreadful. Okay, that is what we call awful, especially when you work at a farm like Joel, right? So he had to work for 8 to 15 hours a day on weekends, especially in summer, and the only time he hates or he dislikes is the springtime. Why? Because okay, that time snow melts and okay, there rains a lot to make everything muddy, dirty, filthy, right, and to turn everything swamp, right? Okay, swamp means everything means flooded, everything turned flooded. Okay, and for him it is a tedious or laborious task to walk, okay, in a mud. Okay, more than all, he hates the ugliness that season at that time brings or brought. Okay, why? Because when it rains, everything becomes okay, awful or horrible, right? Regardless of how much energy his work consumes, Joel has plenty okay left over for sports. Okay, regardless, okay, no matter of how much energy his work consumes, regardless of that, he has plenty of time for sports. Okay, that shows how regular he was in his okay tasks, okay, in his routine. He hunts deer and traps wildlife in the fall. In the fall season, he okay loves to go hunting deer and traps and okay catches wildlife, wild animals, and snow okay snowmobiles. What is that? Okay, snowmobiles in the winter. He loves to go okay snow skiing in the winter. Snowmobile means snow skiing or a motor vehicle, especially for traveling over snow. You surely have seen in the videos or on National Geography, etc. and etc. Okay, mobile is vehicle. Snowmobile, a vehicle that is made okay to travel over snow. So he loves to go snowmobiling or to drive okay snow motors in the winters. Okay, spring brings softball and basketball games, and summer provides weather for water skiing and fishing. Nearly all his favorite sports are played outdoors, right? He loves to go outdoors to have his favorite sports like okay softball, basketball in summer, spring season, and in summer season he loves to go water skiing and fishing. Right. If I had to live in the city for a year, Joel says he would mostly miss the land. Okay, if it okay had been his compulsion to live in a city for a year only, then he would okay most of the time or mostly often miss the land. I would miss seeing things grow, the change of seasons. In fact, if Joel could choose any place in the world to live, he guesses he would live right here. That is why he says that okay farming is his world. Okay, he prefers to live in a village doing farm chores, okay, doing farm, right, than anything else in the world. That is why if he is given the choice to okay live in the city and in the village, so you can guess that he would prefer to live in the farm. Okay, it would have to be country. Okay, after living out there here I don't think I would ever want to be in the city. Okay, having been living in the farm for such a long period of time, he would never want to be in the city, right? You just don't have the freedom, right, or the responsibilities. I am not saying a city kid, okay, it is a city kid doesn't have responsibilities, but you don't work as a family the way you do on a farm. I would just have to be country for it, would just have to be country for me. Okay, this village, this farm is just a homeland, just a country for me. Okay, he's not intend to say that a city boy, a city kid doesn't have responsibilities. They do have, okay, but they do not have the opportunity to work together like a family. Okay, so he just loves to be a part of a joint family, doing farm chores, helping hand each other, okay, like that. That is why he says that it is a country for me. Farming is a country for me, village is a country for him.